Hey guys, it's John and welcome to a playthrough of Slay the Spire. This is actually a game I'm very familiar with. It's a deck building dungeon crawler game and it's one of the best games I've ever played. I love it. The second game, Slay the Spire 2, is slated for release later this year, and I wanted to kind of get prepared for that. We don't have a release date for it yet, but I kind of wanted to set the stage a little bit by playing the first game here and there on the channel a little bit before that happens. Now, I did upload a few videos of this game like 5 or 6 years ago, but they were stream VODs, and I wasn't very good at the game back then. I'm still not super good, but I know a lot more now than I did then, and I kind of want to revisit it. I've been playing it here and there on my off time, and I thought it'd be fun to go through the game again. There's 4 different characters we can play as, and I'm pretty sure we can just kind of relax and casually go through the game. Yeah, if it's looking like it might not be your cup of tea, that's fine. Everybody's into like card games, but there's a lot of fun strategy and monsters and stuff in the game, and I think it's great. I love replaying this game over and over. So let's go ahead. Actually, I'm curious. Wait, how do I do this? I think we can actually, yeah, we can do a new save slot. That might be what I want to do. So as you can see, I've got 234 hours of playtime in this slot, 84% complete. I'm actually not 100%. I don't know what else I have to do. There might be some relics that I don't have, like event relics or something. But we'll just go ahead and start a new empty slot. I'm boring and I named myself John. Let's see, what will this one be? This will be, I'll just be boring again. The name doesn't matter. It literally never comes up. So yeah, we'll go ahead and start it up, and it'll be like we're starting a brand new save file, because that's what we're doing. That's why it will be like that. All right, let's go ahead and embark on a quest. Now, there's 4 different characters. The one that we'll be able to play as here is the Ironclad. Now, there's also, like I said, 3 other classes. The game, when it first came out in early access, only had 2. The Ironclad is probably the most basic one. It's like your typical warrior type of guy. I think I'll go down here. Might change that in a minute. He's like a warrior guy. He's got, let's see, 80 HP here starting out, and he's got a unique relic. At the end of each combat, he heals 6 HP. Now, Slay the Spire gives you a random dungeon to work through with random monsters, and you fight, every floor you fight a new monster or have a new event. So you'll see how it's laid out in a second if you're unfamiliar, but that healing 6 HP actually comes out pretty often. Like it's something that's pretty useful. The other classes don't heal in between fights, so this is kind of your starter character. The Ironclad is one of my favorites to play, though. Let's go ahead and just embark. Act 1. So this is the first series of floors, and if you've played the game Inscription, this may look kind of familiar to you. This is what Inscription took some inspiration from, debatably. Basically, this is the Act 1 boss. There's 3 acts, and I know which boss this is. There's 3 different bosses potentially per floor, and the game adjusts the boss selection based on how you're playing your deck. So we start off with 10 cards. Mostly they're these crap cards, strike and defend, and then they give you like a kind of a special class card. Ironclad's is Bash, arguably I would say the worst class exclusive card. But yeah, every floor that you go through, this is the monster symbol. Here's, you can see the legend right here. You have these mini bosses in between called elites. When you beat elites, you get relics, and your relics are ones like this. The one that heals you 6 HP in between combat. Anyway, I'm kind of overloading you a little bit here, but it's a roguelike game, so it's permadeath. If you die, you have to start all over again. You get nothing. So in between, you can rest at campfires. They give you a portion of your HP back. There's treasure you can get. There's also merchants that you can buy stuff at. So that should that should pretty much get you caught up to speed on what you're seeing. Question marks are random events. So, when I start out, I like to path exactly how I'm going to get to the boss. Now, we're going to be playing on normal difficulty here, so we won't have to use like a ton of strategy, frankly. But we also don't have a lot of card unlocks at the moment. We've got really basic ones, so that might actually hinder us a little bit. I am going to try to rest at as many campfires as possible, because not only can you heal yourself there, but you can also upgrade cards. It's one of the only places you can do that, unless you get like a special thing that allows you to do it. So yeah, but I also want to fight elites. So there's an elite there, there's an elite there. Is there a way I can fight 3 elites? I don't think so. So I'll go ahead and start. I'll start right here, actually. No, I'll start here so I can get an extra campfire. Oh, it gives you a tutorial. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play. Once you are out, end your turn. At the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished. Play defensive cards to gain block when enemies are about to attack you. Block reduces incoming attack damage, but wears off at the start of your next turn. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If an enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to gain some block. It's a very simple game. You'll see as we move through. So here we've got 2 slimes. One's intending on attacking me for 3 damage. Another one is intending on attacking me for 8. They've also got a negative effect. If you see these green swirlies, that means there's going to be some kind of debuff it's going to give you. So we've got 1 block, which I will use. So now we've got 5 blocks. So basically, when this slime attacks, it'll take 3 out of that 5 block. I'll have 2 left, and then I'll get hit for 6 from the spike slime. And here's our energy counter. So that's how much we have left to work with. Bash costs 2. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to use my strikes to kill that slime. If you can kill an enemy, it's basically like free block. But yeah, so he's not planning on attacking me here, so I can just kind of strike him and end my turn. So Frail is a negative effect. It allows me, it like affects how much block I get from defensive cards. Reduces it. If there are no more cards to draw, your discard pile is shuffled into the draw pile. Right, and you can see that down here. I'm blocking the discard pile, but honestly, there's not really a good place to put my face where I'm not blocking some kind of information. So I'm going to be blocking the discard pile, but it's not nearly as important as the draw pile. And you can look at the draw pile anytime you want and see what's in there. Like, unfortunately, we've got mostly defense here. I'm just going to get rid of the slime card. It's basically just like a junk card that they gave me to plug up my deck. They're giving me Frail, so I gain 25% less blocks. So instead of 5 block, I get 3 block, which makes it really inefficient to use block. I'm just going to go ahead and kill it, though. There we go. So Bash gives vulnerable, which means I do more damage to them. It gives them a debuff. You can also get potions. Fear potion. I'll take that. Drink or throw potions during combat. Potions stay with you between rooms. Okay, so here, again, these are cards that you can add to the deck. They're not like amazing cards right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and take this Iron Wave, though, because it does damage and gives you block, which is pretty good, especially in early runs, I would say. We're going to stop by the Merchant. See what they have. They've got some cards for sale. We've only got 100 gold, so we can't get any of the relics, sadly. I'm not actually interested in getting these. What I want to do is I want to use their card removal service. Starts off at 75 and it goes up, I think, by 25 each time. So 75, 100, 125. This is actually one of the best things you can do. I'm going to get rid of one of my strikes, because strike is one of the worst cards in the game, actually. And if you can take it out of your deck, you should absolutely do that. You come across an inconspicuous pedestal with a shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. It looks incredibly valuable. You don't see any traps nearby. which there is a trap. Now, a golden idol is a relic, so it'll go up here. It gives 25% more gold per enemy, and we're getting it very early in the run, so I'm absolutely going to take it. The trap is going to hurt us, though. Yeah, relics found throughout the Spire grant unique bonuses and remain throughout your run. So yeah, this is the golden idol. It looks like a little owl, actually, or something. As you grab the idol and stow it away, a giant boulder smashes through the ceiling into the ground next to you. You realize that the floor is slanted downward as the boulder starts to roll towards you. So it can either become cursed, which you definitely don't want. This is like the worst option to take. It's an unplayable card that plugs up your deck, so we're not going to take that. We're going to take 20 damage. And we can also lose 6 max HP, but remember, we can heal damage. So you throw yourself at the boulder with everything you have. When the dust clears, you make a safe way out. Actually, I might go up here. I'm blocking how many cards are in the deck, but I guess that's not really that important information, to be honest. Among the stone and boulders, you notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. You find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more inside. Remove a card from your deck, lose 7 HP. That is worth it. Someone once told you of a cult that worshipped a giant bird. As you kneel in prayer, you begin to feel lightheaded. You wake up sometime later, feeling strangely fleet of foot. And we're going to get rid of another strike. And we're going to move on to the next. These first monsters, listen, okay. I know you're like, really? These are the monsters in the Slay the Spire universe. But these are the starter monsters, okay? Now, these guys actually are kind of annoying. They've got this little roly-poly icon here. When they first receive attack damage, they roll up and gain 6 block or 3 block, respectively. So it's hard to take them out in one hit. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just strike both of them to activate the block, and I'm gonna defend. So we get rid of the block, because they don't get it back. So that's kind of the strat with them. He made himself gain some strength. Strength increases attack damage by however much strength you have, so. The good news is we can kill him, and unfortunately we don't have enough firepower to take this thing out yet because we're really weak right now. Our deck, frankly, it's terrible. Leaves a lot to be desired. Okay, power cards. This card applies a power to you when used. Powers are passive abilities that remain for the duration of the combat. So you have to play a power. It's not like an attack, which does damage, or a skill, which usually gives you block or something like that. It's something that just like you play it once and then you just have it. These kind of suck though, so I'm just going to take Cleave, which is 8 damage to all enemies and is a much better attack card than anything we have so far. I could rest for 3% of max HP, but instead I'm going to Smith, and I'm going to upgrade Cleave to do 11 damage. Cleave Plus. You can only upgrade cards once, but they become significantly better. You find a shimmering mass of light encompassing the center of the room. Its warm glow and enchanting patterns invite you in. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 16 HP. So I'm actually going to take this because HP is a pretty valuable resource, but we can use it for advantages. Now, probably what's going to happen is it's going to upgrade Strike or Defend, but if you can make the worst cards in the game better, I'd say it's worth it. Okay, Iron Wave and Strike got upgraded. Cool. We're going to go to the campfire again. I'm still not going to heal. I'm going to actually upgrade Bash to Bash Plus. It increases the amount of turns that it gives vulnerable, and it does slightly more damage, but we don't care about the damage, we care about the vulnerable. Also, because Bash, by it just unupgraded, is really bad. Okay, Wing Boots. You may ignore paths when choosing the next room to travel to 3 times. This is an amazing relic. It's actually pretty rare. So what this means is that I don't have to go along this path anymore. I can go anywhere I want. I can choose any other floor next on any path. Hang on 1 second, my wife just texted me. Okay. She just went in for an ultrasound and she said it went well. Okay, great. Okay, let's see. I think what I actually am gonna do, I'm just gonna go to the merchant because I want to go to this elite. I want to show you guys the elite fights. I'm not anticipating on buying anything here because I've only got 58. Yeah, you can stop and read these if you'd like, but we're just kind of getting a feel for the gameplay. You enter a corridor full of hypnotizing colored mushrooms. Due to your lack of specialization in mycology, you are unable to identify the specimens. You want to escape, but feel oddly compelled to eat a mushroom. So it can heal 20 HP, but we get a terrible curse called Parasite, which lowers our max HP if we remove it. I'm just gonna anger the mushrooms. Ambushed! Rodents infested by the mushrooms appear out of nowhere. So now I gotta fight the mushrooms, but it's better than taking on a curse. Now, what the thing about these fungi beasts, they have a spore cloud. When they die, it applies 2 vulnerable to you, which you take 40% more damage when you're vulnerable. So, the strategy with these guys, we're gonna cleave them, is to try and not have them all die around the same time. I'm gonna defend twice. Or try to have them die at the same time. So if you can, you want as many of them to die as possible at the same time. You don't want to just kill one, have the other 2 be about to attack, because then you get crushed. Okay. So they're about to do 15 damage to me. I am gonna... You know, I said that, but I think I might kill this one. I'm vulnerable, but we've got 12 block. And instead of 2 attacking me, it's just 1. So I won't take 1 damage from that, which is pretty nice. Now this thing just made itself stronger. So, okay, we're gonna... do that. And there we go. We take them all out. Odd mushroom. This is a relic. When vulnerable, take 25% more attack damage rather than 50%. Oh, did I say 40%? It's 50%. What the important thing you need to know is that it hurt. I'm gonna take Twin Strike. Let's go into our first elite fight. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Yeah. Gremlin Knob. So he's like a little mini boss. He's not going to be doing much this first turn, so we're going to try to hit him as many times as possible with all our attack cards. But now he gets his power. He's very scary. So now he's enraged, right? Whenever you play a skill, Gremlin Knob gains 2 strength. So the idea here is that he's going to be punishing you for playing block cards. He's a very aggressive monster. The flip side to being a very aggressive monster is that he also dies really quickly. So he's going to hit for 6, and he's going to inflict a negative effect. The negative effect is probably going to be vulnerable, so he's going to make me take more damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and bash him now. Hit him with a strike, and now he's got vulnerable. We'll take the 6 on the chin. Yeah, it is vulnerable. And then now, let's see. He's about to do 17 damage, which is quite a lot. Okay, I'm actually gonna see. I'm gonna use my potion, my attack potion. It gives me a random. Oh, well, we got lucky there. It gave me a bludgeon, which does 48 damage. All right, self-forming clay. When you lose HP, gain 3 block next turn. This is actually a very good relic too. I like that one. We got a new potion. It gives us 1 of 3 random skill cards, and they cost 0. I am going to take double tap here. Double tap is one of my favorite cards. Basically, you play it, and then your next attack is played twice. So you can double tap bash, for example, and you get 2 bashes in a row back to back. And if you upgrade double tap, you can play 2 cards in a row. I'm not going to use my wing boots to move over to the fire just yet, because I need like more and better cards right now. Okay, I'm actually just gonna defend twice against this jaw worm. We'll take 1 damage, but that's okay. Self-forming clay is gonna give me 3 block. We're gonna bash him now and cleave for the most possible damage, and we've already got him down to 8 HP. This jaw worm. Oh jeez. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, for the rarity of the cards, if they've got a gold border, that means that they're a rare card. You usually only get those from bosses, but like I just got one last fight, got double tap. If they're blue, they're uncommon, and if they're gray, then they're just a common card. So Carnage is an interesting card. 2 energy for 20 damage. Ethereal means if you don't play it when it's in your hand, it gets exhausted, which means it gets removed from the game entirely and you can't play it again. That combat. It's nice, but I think I want to take Shrug It Off. When you upgrade Shrug It Off, you get 11 block and a card draw, and I usually take at least 1 Shrug It Off. Oh! Surprise Merchant. Fortunately, oh my gosh, we've got 155 gold and the relics are 156. I would have loved to have gotten a whetstone. One of my only complaints with this game is I wish you could sell stuff. Like just sell like 1 relic or something. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and use the card removal service to get rid of a strike and keep our deck thin. We're down to 12 cards, and I think since we've got the boss coming up, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a strength potion, and we'll go ahead and go to the fire. Do I want to rest? Nah, we're a Chad. We don't need to rest. I'm going to upgrade Shrug It Off because I need a good block card. All I've got are defense. All right, so this is the first boss. It's the Guardian. Now again, this is one of 3 potential bosses that you can randomly get in the first act. And once we defeat them, we'll get a boss relic, as well as probably a rare card, so it's definitely worth it. And you also heal at the end of a boss fight. So, this boss has 240 HP, which is way more than anything that we've fought against just now, so this is gonna be tougher than the other fights. Their ability here, they've got something called mode shift. So after receiving 30 damage, it changes to a defensive mode. The trick with this boss is you want to get it to shift modes as quickly as possible because you do not want it to stay in this mode. So I'm just gonna attack it offensively and actually, you know what? I should have used my strength potion. That's fine. So see, now it's about to hit me for 32. Whoa, right? Holy hell. And he got some blocks. So basically, I've got to do 26 damage to cause it to shift modes. But when it does, that means that it'll give up this 32 damage attack and it'll go into something defensive. So that's why we want it to shift. I am going to, so we could do double tap and we could do 2 bash. It would do enough. So I'm gonna do double tap, bash twice. Now it's moved into defensive mode. It gains 20 block when it does that, so. And now it's gonna get something called Sharp Hide. So every time I attack it now, it does 3 damage back while it's in defensive mode. It's also gonna attack me for 9, but hey, that's way better than the 32 damage we were staring down earlier. I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna use Iron Wave. And we have 9 block left over. I'm gonna go ahead and just end my turn there. I want to see if I can take no damage against this boss, if that's possible. So it's getting ready to attack twice for 8 damage each. Again, I'd rather take no damage. I think what I might do here is just defend, take no damage, and then he'll shift back to regular mode. All right, so now it's going to take 40 damage for the Guardian to shift into defensive mode. So it takes a little bit more. He's getting ready, getting prepped to attack me for 20. I'm going to go ahead and double tap this Iron Wave, so that'll do 26 damage. And I'll gain 14 block from it. I've got to do 14 more damage. Now block does 5, which means I'll take 1 damage. I think I'll use a skill potion here. And I think what we'll do is we'll take Infernal Blade. This basically just gives us a random attack card that costs 0. Rage would have been good if I had thought to do that. Drop Kick. This will do 10 damage. And now we can Twin Strike. Put it in defensive mode, so it never got to actually attack us. Things are going really well so far. I will shrug it off. 3 damage. I'll defend and cleave. $16 damage we're facing down. Okay, there's actually no way to get out of this without getting hit at all. You get like extra points and stuff, but it's not a big deal. It's just for like the leaderboards. I think instead I will cleave, strike, defend. Self-forming clay is giving me 6 blocks next turn, which is nice, but we'll take 11 damage here. We got 12 block coming in, which is good because he's about to hit for 20. I've got to do 50 damage now to make him go into defensive mode. Let's see. I'll shrug it off here. Okay, I will double tap. And we'll do Twin Strike actually, because I don't need any more block. Okay, we blocked all that, which is good. He's getting ready to defend, which means he's going to do something crazy next. I'm going to bash. I'm going to drop kick. Puts him into defense mode. I can't really get through the block there. That's fine. He's only got 33 HP left, though, so we're... Hey, so do we! Hey, samesies! I'm going to double tap Iron Wave. And we'll Twin Strike here, and we've killed the first boss, the Guardian. So now we got, well, we got a lot of gold. 97 gold plus 24 from the Golden Idol. And we're about to add a gold card to our hand. I've already got 1 double tap. I don't like having 2 double tap. Instead, I'm going to take Offering. Offering is a good card to kind of burn through your deck to get what you need. You can only use it once per combat. You lose 6 HP, you gain 2 energy, you draw 3 cards. I like that though, I'll take it. Now we get our boss relic. Okay. Sacred Bark doubles the effectiveness of potions. So that would mean that instead of applying 3 vulnerable, I apply 6. You know how doubling works. Ectoplasm, gain an extra energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer gain gold. This is horrible. I would never take this. Fusion Hammer, gain an energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer smith at rest sites. So we're going to take the double potion. Yeah. Yeah, because the other 2, those are no good, man. All right, let's see. I want to fight as many elites as possible to show you guys as much of the game as we can. Let's see. I'm planning on making a video for every class. Again, this is just normal difficulty, so this is kind of... I've been playing on Ascension, which is the higher difficulty mode, and boy, that gets to be no joke after a while. It's really tough. So it's kind of relaxing going back to this. We're going to do that elite right there. I want to do merchant late in the level. Oh, here's the boss for Act 2. Okay. That's all right. Now, if you're familiar with the bosses, you can kind of spend the level sort of preparing for them. If you're familiar with their strategies, which I am. This guy is tough. He's like a warrior type. He's got a lot of HP, does a lot of damage, but only one foe, which is good. All right, let's see. Let's take that elite. Let's get that campfire. Let's get that elite and that campfire. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna kind of give myself an option for how to move through this. I hate this thing. This is called the Spheric Guardian. So the way he works, he's very defensive oriented. He starts with, now we're starting to get into the annoying mobs. Act 1 mobs are fine. Act 2 mobs are when they start to get annoying. So he's got 40 block. Now he's got a stance called Barricade, which means that block is not removed at the start of the turn, like it is for you and every other monster out there. Instead, it keeps it. And he's about to gain some more. He's also got a status called Artifact, which means that I can't make him vulnerable, for example. He's got 3 stacks of it, so it's annoying. I'm just going to try to hit him as many times as I can. So let's go ahead and cleave and strike, and I'll just hit defend for that. So let's see. So he's got down to 20 block, but he just gained 25 more, so he's up to 45. Now he's about to hit us for 10. I'm going to double tap. Iron Wave. Twin Strike. Yeah, he's going to do 10. He's going to give us a debuff. It's probably going to be Frail, I think. Frail, 5, yeah. Means that I've got it for 5 turns. He's about to hit for 20, which is annoying. I'm actually going to Offering here. Losing 6 HP is fine because we heal for 6 at the end of the round. So, let's see. I'm going to cleave. And then, oh, defense are only 3 block. I'm actually just going to go full offense here. I'm going to take 17 damage. But it's okay because we got rid of his block and now we can kill him. Good. There's a fight that has Spirit Guardian, that thing with another mob, and I hate that fight. So I'm not sure. Normally in higher difficulties you have to have a very focused idea of what your deck is going to be. We're kind of just doing like good stuff cards right now. None of these really fit our good stuff strat, so I'm not going to pick them. Don't forget your rewards. I'm skipping them on purpose. Thank you though. All right, what we got here? We meet again. A cheery, disheveled fellow approaches you gleefully. You do not know this man. It's me, Ranwid. Have any goods for me today? The usual. A fellow like me can't make it alone, you know. You eye him suspiciously and consider your options. So we can give him our weak potion and obtain a relic. We can lose 50 gold and obtain a relic, or lose double tap and obtain a relic. So we're obviously going to get rid of weak potion. He gave us Orichalcum, which is a great relic. If I end my turn without block, we gain 6. Pretty cool. Exquisite was feeling parched. Glup, glup, glup. He downs the potion in one go and lets out a satisfied burp. So basically he's weak now because it was a weak potion. He rummages around his various pockets. Here, look at what I've got for you today. Take it, take it. I will gladly take Orichalcum. It's a great relic. All right, let's keep going this way. The Chosen. 100 HP, about to hit me for 11. I'm going to shrug it off. And you know what? I'll hit Offering. It's rarely a bad idea to hit Offering. I was hoping for Bash. Let's double tap, cleave, strike, strike. Okay, we did about 37 damage there. That's nice. Okay, now the Chosen is about to inflict a status effect on us. I'm going to use Bash to get vulnerable, and I will Twin Strike for the most damage. Okay. Shafa! They've hexed us. Now what the hex does, it's a permanent debuff. Whenever you play a non-attack card, you shuffle 1 Dazed into your draw pile. Dazed is a status card. It's basically intended to plug up your deck. It's annoying. Now he's not actually going to attack us right now, which is funny. So I'm actually going to shrug it off. Oh, double tap. Yeah, so you get to see what the Daze look like. He just weakened us and gave himself strength. Now he's about to hit for 16. So this is what Daze does. You can't play it. If it's in your hand at the end of the turn, it's exhausted. So it's just there to take up space. We might be able to... Ah, not quite. We'll leave him with 2 HP. I think what I might like to do then is just defend. We'll take 4 damage here. Self-forming clay is going to give us some block. Double tap, cleave. The Chosen. Chosen for what? Death? The D list? Ooh, I'm going to take Clothesline Plus. Because we need another strong attack. We don't have anything like that. I'm going to keep going to the right. Snake Plant, one of my least favorites. Snake Plant attacks for 21 damage every turn. 3 attacks for 3 different little heads it's got. And its whole shtick is upon receiving attack damage, you gain 3 block. However, every time it activates, the block goes up. Every turn, anyway, and then it resets. So, if you attack it once, it gains 3 block. If you attack it another time, it'll gain 4. I am going to go ahead and hit Offering. It's rarely a bad idea. I'm gonna bash it, right? See, so it gained 3 block, right? But now next time I hit it, it'll gain 4. I'm gonna hit it with Clothesline, so that weakens it. So now I'm only looking down the barrel for 15, which is still a lot. I think I'll shrug it off though. So I only take 4 damage. Self-forming clay is gonna give me 6. Oh, I forgot I have Orichalcum. See that opens things up for me a little bit. I'm gonna Twin Strike. I will strike again, and yeah, I'll keep defending. He's gonna attack me here. Actually, self-forming clay and Orichalcum kind of conflict a little bit, because self-forming clay gives you block like 3, so you don't have 0 for Orichalcum to activate. So that's kind of annoying. Okay, he's actually not gonna attack me this turn, so I'm gonna double tap, bash. That gets him down to 2. He's gonna inflict enfeebling spores on me, so I'm frail and weakened. So I do less damage and I gain less block, but he's dead, so, you know, that's kind of the ultimate bad status effect. I'm going to take Battle Trance Plus. I've never regretted taking this card. It's free, you draw 4 cards. It's great. Even though we don't have a huge deck, it's like essential if you have a huge deck. But, ooh, I'm gonna double tap Bash Plus on this guy. So, okay, let me explain these guys. So there's the Mystic and the Centurion. The Centurion is the damage, the Mystic is the healer. You would think, it's just traditional video game logic, you would think that you should kill the Mystic first. You should kill the support character, right? However, if you do that, the Centurion will get very angry and will give himself a huge buff. So actually, you want to take out the Centurion first. Take Offering. Perfect. Clothesline this guy. Iron Wave. Cleave and strike, and the Centurion's dead, just like that. So now what's the Mystic gonna do? Oh, heal yourself. You're already full HP. She really has no idea what she's doing. I'm gonna battle trance because I don't really like this. I'm gonna clothesline to weaken. I could have double tapped, but I think I want to... Yeah, we'll just block. She's gonna inflict a status effect on us, though. A debuff. Okay, we're frail, so we gain less block per card. She's gonna do 7 damage again. Iron Wave. We can do 21 damage anytime we feel like it, so I'm just gonna block and take 0 damage. Yeah, she's not gonna attack this turn, so it's time. There we go. She's gone. Block potion that gives you 24 block thanks to Sacred Bark. That's actually very good. I am probably gonna take Iron Wave here, and you know what? Let's take, yeah, let's take this. I'm going to, should I smith or rest? The great thing is you can preview what cards look like before you choose. The Offering Plus draws you 2 more cards. Double Tap Plus is really good. Your next 2 attacks are played twice. I'm actually going to take that. Double Tap Plus is very strong. And now we're going to fight against this elite. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, we got Offering first hand. Great. So, we're staring down 32 damage right now. We've got the Slaver, or sorry, the Taskmaster. The Slaver's the guy in blue, and the other Slaver's the guy in red. The red Slaver, the blue Slaver, and the Taskmaster. Now, the Taskmaster does less damage than the Slavers, but you want to kill him first, because every time he attacks, he puts a wound card in your deck. The wound card doesn't do anything, but you can't get rid of it, and it uses up a slot. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Offering. Okay, we've got 5. Okay, I'm going to shrug it off. Okay, that's not actually, I was looking for something. I'm gonna use Vulnerable on the Taskmaster, and I'm going to use my block potion. So I use both my potions now, but it's totally worth it. I've got 35 block. I don't need to worry about getting hit. I'm going to try to do as much damage as possible. So we're going to cleave, Twin Strike on the Taskmaster, Iron Wave, and Strike, and that's not enough to kill him. So we will take a wound in our deck, but yeah. Now after you kill the Taskmaster, you want to kill the red Slaver, because he's about to do a really annoying debuff. I think what I'll do is Iron Wave is enough to kill. I've got 10 block. And then we could... Double Tap Plus here is kind of useless. We could do 12 damage with Strike, or we could do 14 damage with... Let's do Clothesline on the red Slaver. Okay, he's weakened us. Entangle. So Entangle makes it. It's only for 1 turn, but you can't play attacks. And we're staring down 13 damage. I'm going to Battle Trance. This is exactly what it's for. Shrug it off. We don't draw with Shrug it off because Battle Trance makes it to where you can't draw. And... okay, yeah, this should be enough. We don't take any damage, though. Okay. 15 damage from Blue Slaver. Jeez. We'll see if we can just kill the Red Slaver. 7. I actually don't know. No, it won't. They won't die. Oof. We get Orichalcum there. We're just gonna take some damage to the face. Okay. I'm going to strike, and I'm going to... Oh, I should have used double tap. Iron Wave. We'll get enough block there. Now we just got the blue slaver all alone. Let's take a look. Okay. I'm gonna battle trance. If I can bash this guy, I will. Bash, shrug it off. I'm setting up for like a vulnerable power turn if we can. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, so now he is gone. We got the relic Pocket Watch. Whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards at the start of your next turn. Okay, well, that's fine. Duplication Potion. This turn, your next 2 cards are played twice. This is basically like double tap, the double tap card, but in potion form. And I'm gonna take another Shrug It Off. I like to have 2 Shrug It Off if I can. Now what's great is we can with Wing Boots, we can go into another elite fight, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flex real quick. This is my least favorite elite fight. On floor 2. This is a little guy called Book of Stabbing. Now he's about to hit us for 12. But the thing about Book of Stabbing is whenever you receive attack damage from Book of Stabbing, they add a wound to your discard pile. Now, the key phrase there is whenever you receive attack damage. So if you block them, then you're okay. I'm going to try to make it as long as I can without taking any damage. So I'm going to Shrug It Off Iron Wave so I don't take any damage. And what the hell? So we'll do 12 damage here. We block it, so we don't get any wounds. But now he's about to hit for 18, which is crazy. I am going to use my offering now. Okay, I'm going to double tap. And I'm going to use the duplication potion. And I'm going to use Clothesline. Oh, it only did it 3 times. I was hoping it would do it 4. I've actually never done that before. So, Book of Stabbing is now weak. We'll do 12 damage only. I'm going to hit it with Iron Wave. It's now down to 92 health. And we'll cleave down. It's down to about half health now. 81 out of 160. But that was kind of my power turn. So I kind of, not to be crass, but I blew my load a little early. Okay, they're only attacking once for 15 damage. That's good. I'm going to... Got a lot of block available here, unfortunately. I'm gonna battle trance. Double tap. Iron Wave. That gives us 17 block, and I'm gonna strike twice. Okay, now we're down to 49 HP. I hate Book of Stabbing so much. Now it's gonna attack 4 times for 4 damage. We've done an excellent job so far of avoiding any wound cards, because they can plug your deck up really fast. Huh. It's got 7 weak, too, so... I don't think that there's a way for us to avoid taking any damage, because we can only take 10 block. I'm going to just try to kill this thing as fast as possible now. 16 damage. I'm gonna use Iron. There we go. Yeah. I will take a little bit of defense though. But I wanted to make it vulnerable so that Okay, yeah. So we got 3 wounds, but they go into the discard pile. But we're about to draw, so... Okay, we're looking down 20 damage here. I'm gonna double tap. Yeah, clothesline. Okay, cool. Oh, when you kill Book of Stabbing, it makes a very satisfying, like, page flipping sound. Nunchaku is the relic that we got. Every time you play 10 attacks, you gain 1 energy. This is impossible for me to keep track of. I always forget about it. But sure. And we got a power potion. We get 1 of 3 random powers. Not loving this selection here. Anger Plus is a very good card in very specific decks. It does 8 damage for 0, but you add a copy of it to your discard pile. So it can fill up your deck really quickly with kind of like, after a while, kind of crap cards. But you can make like a nice little deck around it. I just don't really want to do that. All right, let's take our relic, Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. Which actually, I've been avoiding it. I haven't rested at all so far. Wondering. I kind of want to rest, though. I kind of want to rest. We'll heal for 24. I don't want any of these cards, so we'll go ahead and skip those. And we'll take another elite battle. Okay, here's the 3rd elite for Act 2. Nice. Gremlin Leader. So this guy, he's got little flunkies. And all the gremlins do different effects. There's the shield gremlin, which gains block. There's the fat gremlin. Their words, not mine. I would never call you fat gremlin. That's the game saying that. I would never disrespect you in such a way. This enemy intends to inflict a negative effect. So they only do 4 damage, but it does a little debuff. And then this guy, the Gremlin Leader, is 148 HP, right? And they're going to block and use a buff. I'm going to go ahead and use my Power Potion, so we get a buff for the rest of the game. And I'm going to take Juggernaut. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Oh, and we get 2 of them. Oh, because it doubled the effectiveness of potions. This is going to be an easy fight then. With 2 Juggernaut, every time we gain block, we do 10 damage to something. So, like, here, watch this. I'm going to Offering. Okay, I'm going to shrug it off. Did 10 damage to that guy. I'm going to double tap. Actually, I want to bash this guy twice. He's vulnerable 6 now. And I'll just block, yeah. Oh no, we're weakened. Oh yeah, this shield gremlin gives him block. These little simps. Okay, now Gremlin Leader's like, I'm gonna attack for 27 damage. Oh yeah, when you gain block from self-forming clay, Juggernaut activates. That's great. I'm gonna Battle Trance. Like I said, I never regret doing that. Gonna Iron Wave. Iron Wave does 3 damage because of weakened, which is crazy. I kind of want to cleave. There we go. So I'm gonna take 12 damage here, but that's okay. I'm playing kind of riskier than I normally would, just to kind of show you guys as much as possible. So he's got a bunch of question marks here. He's gonna bring more gremlins in because we killed all of his little gremlins. So he's like, hey. I'm gonna bash them again. I'm gonna gain block. I probably should just gain block 3 times and done 30 damage with Juggernaut. That's what I should have done. So these are 2 different gremlins. There's Sneaky Gremlin. Sneaky Gremlin basically just attacks. And Gremlin Wizard, which seems to not do anything, but actually, they're being very sneaky. I'm gonna Iron Wave. They're gonna do a big attack very shortly. I'm actually gonna shrug it off. Okay, we didn't kill anything. And we're gonna take a little bit of damage. So look, he's charging up. He's got 2 HP, but he's ready to... he's ready to attack me. Okay. I think, actually... There we go. I'm actually just gonna game block. Ah! Oh, come on. Sneaky gremlin. We're not done yet! The gremlin leader is very positive. They're... Oh, of course we got the nunchaku buff at the very end when we didn't need it. Alright, so our relic is Bag of Preparation. We draw 2 additional cards at the start of each combat. We get a skill potion, and... I just don't think that these are really going to help us that much. Dropkick is tempting. You can make kind of a trick deck with Dropkick. You can make like a... You can like exhaust a lot of your cards until you only have like 2 Dropkicks. And like a couple other cards in your hand, and then you can just play Dropkick infinitely. Because it does damage, you gain energy, and you draw a card. So you get your deck down to like 5 cards, and then you're just like Dropkick, 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 Dropkick. It is fun, but it has a lot of trouble, I feel like, fitting into normal decks. Let's go to... I'm going to use my wing boots to go over here. And I kind of want to smith something. Let's smith... Shrug it off. There we go. And now we'll go to the merchant. And we've got 361 gold. Okay, let's see. We can actually get some relics this time. Clockwork Souvenir. Start each combat with Artifact, which prevents 1 debuff. So that's nice. Yeah, it tells you that right there. Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Kind of a crap relic. Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. Well, we haven't rested yet. I'm not about to start now. Apotheosis is one of my favorite cards. You upgrade all the cards in your deck for the rest of combat. However, if you look at our deck, we've got most of the important ones upgraded. The only ones that I would like to see upgrade are like Twin Strike and Iron Wave, maybe. So this would be like a big fat waste of money for us. But in some decks, it's really, really good. Especially if you don't upgrade stuff. I'm gonna take a duplication potion. I'll be honest, I'm not like loving the selection here. I kind of want... I'll tell you what I want. I want a good block card. Shrug It Off's the best I got. What I want too is I want like... I don't know, Bludgeon or something. Huh. Still 285. You know what? I'll take Regal Pillow for now, because we're about to rest. Because I'm not about to have the run cut short because I got some bad RNG or something. Okay, so here's Snecko. Snecko is one of the most annoying mobs. He's about to inflict a negative effect on us, and if we had chosen the artifact relic, we could have completely negated it. Oh well. The negative effect is that for the rest of the combat, the costs on our cards are going to be all swapped. So I'm just going to try to do a bunch of damage to him, and a bunch of damage to me is like 30, which is nothing. See, we're confused. We don't know how much our stuff is worth. And unfortunately, this makes some cards, like Shrug It Off, free, which is great. And it makes other cards, like Offering, cost 3, which is terrible. But the thing is, when they get reshuffled, the costs will get shuffled again. Let's Shrug It Off. Oh, Double Tap is free. That's very good. And that was Double Tap Plus, right? I'm going to hit... Oh, should I hit Clothesline or no, Bash? And then Strike Plus. Iron Wave. Actually, that worked out really well for us. Snecko's maybe 1 turn off from dying now. Even though he made us vulnerable. What are you gonna do? Attack for 10? Give me a break. Okay. Shrug it off. Okay. Double tap, I guess. I don't know. Okay, 2 turns then. Oh, my bad. See, I completely forgot I had Nunchaku. It gave me an extra energy that I didn't use. I don't think it would have mattered anyway, actually. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh, I thought we could just kill there. Oh. Okay, I hate to do this, but let's drink a skill potion. We'll do 2 ghostly armor there. Yeah. That gives us 25 block. And if I can just get 1 offensive card, thank you. Alright, now we're going to go into our second boss battle. Ooh, dual wield plus. Choose an attack or power card, add 2 copies of that card into your hand. This is great if we have like a crazy power card, but we don't. The best that we could duplicate with this is like clothesline plus, which I'm not gonna do. So we're just gonna skip that card. I know it's boring skipping cards, but all right, let's rest for the first time. There we go. Oh, now since we have Dreamcatcher, we can add a card. Oh, and these are fun options. Flame Barrier Plus is exactly what I'm looking for. Gain 16 block. Whenever you are attacked this turn, deals 6 damage back. But then we've also got Feed, which is a rare card. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, raise your max HP by 3, and then you exhaust it. So you can only use it once per combat. I love using Feed to get big max HP. But I kind of feel like we want Flame Barrier, so I'm going to pick that. Alright, let's go up here against the champ. 420 HP, and he's about to hit us for 16. Watch out. He's crazy. I'm going to offering right off the bat. Okay. I was really hoping to get clothesline or bash here. I'm gonna shrug it off. There we go, there we go. Double tap. Clothesline. Give him weak 6. Unfortunately, I can't afford to do bash plus. That's okay. Instead, we will Twin Strike. Okay, not bad. We did like 50 damage first turn. We took 1 damage. He's about to hit us for 9 and inflicted debuff. We're gonna attack 3 times because, yeah, we got self-forming clay block. And we've got enough for Pocket Watch to give us 3 additional cards. We're staring down 15. I hate to say it, but I think we should use Orichalcum here to gain 6 block. I'm going to bash. We get Nunchaku. I feel like we should try to take advantage of this. Maybe cleave Twin Strike. There we go. So we've done over 100 damage to him in 2 turns. We take 9 to the face. He's not going to do any damage next turn, which is perfect. I am going to Battle Trance. My hand is full. I'm going to double tap. Clothesline. He's very cocky, this guy. Do your worst. Okay. He's getting ready to I'm gonna bash again. Twin strike. He's getting ready to do some kind of buff. Yeah. Okay, so he gave himself a new power, Metallicize. So that means at the end of every turn he gains 5 block, which is annoying, but not the worst thing that can happen. I'm going to shrug it off here. Oh man, double tap plus coming in when I have 2 energy. He's also got 20 block. I almost feel like I mean, he can do 4 damage to us. That's okay. Can I do any damage? I can do 2 damage. I guess it wasn't really worth it to do that. We're doing pretty well though, at the moment. Twin strike. I get nunchaku. All right. So he's about half HP at the moment. He's gonna face slap me. So he gave me vulnerable and frail, so I take more damage and I gain less block. Oh my gosh. Okay, Battle Trance. I'm gonna double tap. I'm gonna bash. There we go. He's getting ready to inflict a negative effect on me. Can you imagine? He's got 7 vulnerable. And he is about to use a buff on himself. I think I might just attack 3 times. There we go. You've done it now. Okay, so what happened was he got rid of the vulnerable and weak, and I'll be honest, I knew that was coming. So he got rid of all my debuffs, which is annoying. And now he's about to attack me for 40 damage. If I use Flame Barrier, shrug it off, that does... It's 27 block, which means I'll take 13. Not my favorite move, but it's just a lot of damage to be staring down. And I don't really have a good build. Okay. Okay, 27 is much more manageable. I am going to use Duplication Potion. Clothesline twice. Make him weak. And then Iron Wave twice. And I'm going to just strike. Yeah, we'll take 3 damage here. We've come down to 109 HP. I'm out of potions though. Double tap. We'll Iron Wave twice. And we'll strike twice. Down to 82 HP. He's about to give me a vulnerable and frail, which is annoying. I'm trying to keep track of my nunchaku. Oh wow, 30 damage. Okay. And that's with weak. What I might want to do here is just block up, even though I'm frail. Okay. No joke, I'm down to 19. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrug it off here. I'm gonna bash. I'm gonna try to go for it here. That gives him vulnerable. I'm gonna take 9 damage. Right. Down to 10 HP. Uh-oh. It's getting down to the wire. Double tap. Iron Wave. Cleave. Iron Wave. Down to 11 HP. Face my wrath. I think we should be able to take him out here. We're facing down 30 damage. That was kind of close. All right. 105 gold. And we're looking at some interesting cards here. Corruption. It costs 3 energy. It's a power. Skills cost 0. Whenever you play a skill, though, you exhaust it. So you need a very specific type of deck to make corruption worth it. You can't just stick it in our deck. It's going to do nothing. So we don't want to take that. Barricade, likewise, you need a very specific kind of deck. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. This is the type of deck that you would need. There's a card that doubles your block called Entrench. You need like that and like a bunch of other stuff, I think, to really make it work. Impervious is interesting, though. 2 energy, gain 30 block, exhaust. I will take that. That's a big block card. And let's see what we get here for our boss relic. Gain energy at the start of your turn. At the start of combat, shuffle 2 wounds into your draw pile. No thanks. Whenever you lose HP, draw 1 card. Runic Cube. Astrolabe. Upon pickup, transform 3 cards, then upgrade them. You know what? That could be really fun. They're random. Let's try it. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, you choose. You choose. Okay, let's pick Strike and Defend. And Defend. Oh, we actually got Barricade and Entrenched, the exact cards I was talking about. That's crazy. Oh my god. And they're upgraded too, so yeah, Barricade, Entrench. This is actually very interesting. Okay, now we're in Act 3. This is the final act in normal runs. So this is the, for this run at least, the final boss. Which this will be interesting. I'm glad that we got this one. This is a good one to take on first. Okay, let's try to plan our route, keeping in mind that we do have wing boots, so we can't ignore paths one more time. I'm not sure how many elites I want to take on this run, but you know what? Depending on how well the deck is doing, I might feel good enough to take some on. But yeah, let's try to go to the merchant last. So here's where I want to go. I want to kind of go... I want to go here. Let's see. There's a merchant here, too. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that happened. Let's start on this side so we can take the elite if we want to. This tends to be the first one that I fight most of the time. This is an Orb Walker. Now, it gains 3 strength every turn. It's a very aggressive monster. And the mobs in Act 3 tend to get kind of over the top. Let's offering it up. Okay, I was really hoping that we would get Barricade here. Shrug it off. I'll Battle Trance. Okay. Dang. I was really hoping we could use Barricade first turn. That would have been great. That's okay. Instead, what we'll do is we'll bash to get vulnerable. I will also clothesline, and we won't take any damage. Perfect. Because it's weak and vulnerable now. So we're inflicting some good debuffs. You might notice that the background is very different for Act 3. It was for Act 2 as well. Now, see, now we get Barricade and Entrench. But it's not really going to help us that much. I mean, double tap plus isn't going to help. This is kind of a horrible hand. I'll use barricade just because, but we're probably not going to get much use out of it. I just didn't really know what else to do there. Okay, every time he attacks, he gives us burns, which are like wounds, but instead they do 2 damage per turn, which is annoying. Okay, he's gonna do 12 damage. I am gonna Iron Wave, Twin Strike. Could defend, but I'll still take damage. I think what I want to do is I want to just try to kill the orb walker as quickly as possible. Yeah, I think I shouldn't have used barricade. I should have just attacked, double tapped even. 24 damage, because as you can see, things are spinning out of control very quickly. Let's double tap plus, Iron Wave, and strike, kills, good. We got Snecko Oil, which is a potion. Normally it draws 5 cards, but with Sacred Bark it draws 10. Rampage, this is another fun card with a small deck. Every time you use it, increases its damage. That honestly doesn't sound horrible. I think I want to take that. Yeah. So I've got 20 cards in my deck right now. Okay, let's see. Double tap. And I'll just shrug it off here. There we go. These are little, these are little guys. Repulsors just put dazed in your deck every turn, or they attack. And then this thing, the Exploder, in 2 turns, it's going to explode for 3 damage. So we just need to make sure it dies before then. That's kind of the idea. Shrug it off. Okay, I'll just clothesline to kill that thing, and we'll end the turn. Now we're just left with the repulsors, which they can get annoying if they plug your deck full of dazed, but let's hope that they go away. Okay. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. Pretty easy mobs there. Body Slam Plus might be okay with our little block strategy, assuming that we can actually pull it off at some point. Okay, so these guys, Darklings. The thing is, if they're dead and there's other ones still alive, they'll revive in 2 turns at half HP. So the strategy here is that you want to get rid of them. I'm gonna use barricade right away. Well, unfortunately, we've got entrench here that annoys me. I'm going to Iron Wave and Body Slam, and we'll end the turn there. They're about to take 8, about to do 8 damage. 1 rather. Okay. Now we're looking at 40 damage, which is crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and use Offering. And we will use Double Tap Plus. I'm gonna Cleave. We're gonna get Nunchaku energy. This is how crazy this game can get sometimes. I'm going to... I'm going to use Impervious to gain 30 block. There we go. We'll Twin Strike to kill this one. And then we will... Let's see, 16, 24. I'm going to Twin Strike this second one. And one in the turn there. So see, we killed it, but since the other 2 are alive, it's going to revive in 2 turns. It's not a big deal, though, because while it's dead, it can't do any damage. Now, none of them are doing any damage here. And since I had barricade, I retained my block, which we can now do something incredibly funny. We can shrug it off, entrench, and now we have 68 block. Which is, I mean, honestly, I'm just showing off when I do that. It would have been better for our game to attack these guys, but I just want to show you guys what barricade looks like. It's fun. We can do flame barrier here. Yeah, I'm just kind of messing around. 84 block. Try to chew through that, you guys. Oh man, you can make some really funny builds in this game. See, now body slam does 53 damage, so you can just, I mean, you can go sicko mode. Okay, let's see. Double tap. I think what I'll do here is, there we go. Now 2 of them are dead. 1 of them's alive with 5 HP. It's going to die next turn, and then they'll be done. Unless we draw nothing but defend cards, which would be funny but annoying. Okay, cool. There we go. All right, I'm not gonna take those, and let's just keep going with it. So we got 3 jaw worms. They like to do this in Act 3. They like to be like, hey, remember that? Remember that old mob? We brought it back. And now it does. Now there's 3 of them. Hey, remember that one? What if there were like multiple? So we're looking down 24 damage right now. I mean, honestly, what we could probably just do is flame barrier and trench. And just wait till next turn, but I kind of don't want to do that. Instead... well, it might be just like a better luck next time scenario, yeah. Because they all have block right now anyway, so... This one gains strength, so this one needs to be priority number 1. Now we could go for a barricade strategy here, I just don't really want to. Double tap. I'm gonna try to attack the 6 strength one. Okay, we're gonna take damage here. But the important thing is we need to stay aggressive before these guys get out of hand and they start waddling around with like, I've got 15 strength. Okay, I am gonna offering here. Absolutely, thank you. Okay, and... Okay, we have a funny opportunity here. Impervious, right? 33. I could entrench. That could... For 66 and then body slam. But I'm kind of wondering if... Okay, I think we won't do that. I think I'll body slam this. I'll cleave. That thing dies, right? And then we can twin strike this. There we go. Okay. So now we only got 1 jaw worm to worry about, and he's... I'm strong now. Sure you are, buddy. We'll double tap. Oh, nice. We'll shrug it off here. And twin strike. Yes. Nice. Perfect. We could get another entrench plus. Are we that greedy? I think maybe we are. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the greed. You find yourself in a room filled with racks of test tubes, beakers, flasks, forceps, pinch clamps, stirring rods, tongs, goggles, funnels, pipettes, cylinders, condensers, and even a rare spiral tube of glass. Why do you know the name of all these tools? It doesn't matter. You take a look around. Find some potions. So first of all, we're going to get rid of Snecko oil. I don't want it. Instead, we will take strength potion. and Ancient Potion, which gives us Artifact. We'll go to the campfire now. I want to see if there's anything to smith. I will smith Impervious Plus for 40 block. Because if we're going the barricade route with things, that's what we want. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I think we want to just speed to the boss as quickly as possible now. Vajra. Start each combat with 1 strength. That's funny. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. The effects of your cost X cards increased by 2. None of those are really applicable to us. We could use card removal service. What would be good? Because I think at this point, with 22 cards, I think we do want to just get rid of the regular defense. They're just not useful for us. I think there's one more merchant that we can... I'm just going to wait, because I want to get like a good relic if I can. Yeah, let's take as many of the campfires as we can. Smith as many cards as we can. I'm going to offering... plus for the additional card draw so that we can get barricade as soon as possible. Bald Tornado. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start each combat with this card in your hand. We're taking that for barricade. Now we don't have to worry about drawing barricade. Perfect. This thing. I hate this thing. This thing has a little gimmick. It's called the Transient, okay? It only sticks around for 5 turns. It has 1,000 HP. And it does a truckload of damage each turn. The idea is that if it loses HP, it loses that much strength. So if you do damage to it, you can defend yourself that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use offering now. I'm going to barricade. I'm going to just to get rid of it. I'm going to go crazy here. Let's see. Flame Barrier, Entrench, Body Slam. There we go. So now it does 0 damage, right? And we've got 3-2 block that's not going away. I'm not taking any damage from this thing. We're not going to kill it. We just don't have the firepower. But we can, you know, we can go, yeah, like I said, Impervious. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do Cleave, I guess. Yeah, we won't take any damage from it. I'm just going to stall it out. It's got 3 turns left. 50 damage, but like it goes crazy, doesn't it? Right? Like but we can just do 2 Entrench. Now we've got 184 184 block. Yeah, 60 damage looks pretty intimidating until you take into account how much block you have like this. Yeah, we'll just attack it, I guess. It doesn't really matter what we do. It can't kill us at this point. 70. Whoa. Okay, let's see. Entrench. Entrench. Oh. Body Slam for 424 damage. 636 damage, my mistake. That is really funny. Okay, wait, actually, if we get double tap. Okay, double tap. Body Slam, we kill it. I got an achievement. Defeat the Transient before it fades away. I guess I've never done that before. Okay, that's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, let's not mess with what we got. Let's see, do we want to smith? I mean, these don't really matter, but we may as well just do it. Oh, another merchant? Are you kidding me? Cards with which exhaust when played will instead discard 50% of the time. I don't really care much about that. I'm going to not worry about this because I think we've kind of got, at this point, we've got a very good deck. I'm just going to go to the next merchant, see if there's something. 1 dexterity, 50% discount on all products. It's very generous for you to do before I never see you again. We don't have an elite combat left. I'm trying to decide. I might just want to remove this last defend and get us an even 20 cards. I think I might want, let's see. Let's get rid of this. Let's get a strength potion. Oh, we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock this boss. Okay. Of course, I've got all my entrenches right now. It's like... So this is Spire growth, 170 HP, kind of annoying. I will take barricade now because it might be kind of a long... Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll entrench then? Okay, well actually that worked out. I've forgotten about Nunchaku, as always. I'm not gonna use my strength potions here. I'm gonna try to save those. Let's, impervious, double tap, rampage. Oh, I ran out of energy. I'm getting too comfortable. I'm like I'm not thinking about things. Okay, we're gonna offering. Instead, I'm going to entrench, double my block, double tap, clothesline, clothesline, cleave, cleave. Yeah, I mean at this point, we basically can't be killed. So normally this would be an intimidating fight if we had like a bad. There we go. If we had a bad deck, but we don't. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and smith our last card that's not upgraded, and we'll move into the final fight against the Awakened One. So, 300 HP. And here's a little spoiler for you. It's not actually awakened yet. And it's got these funny caca cultists here. The Awakened One is supposed to be like an anti-power boss. It's very interesting to me that the game chooses a boss for you at the end that it thinks will counter the deck that you have. So it thinks that I have a deck based around powers, which is not wrong, but the only power I have is Barricade. I don't have any other powers. That's the only one. So I mean, again, it's not wrong. Let's take our strength potions. Gives us 8 strength, and we'll take our artifact potion for 2 artifacts so we can't get debuffed. But yeah, whenever you play a power, the Awakened One gains 1 strength. Whoop-de-doo. It heals 10 HP per turn, and it's about to hit for 20 damage. Let's hit Barricade. I kind of want to hit Battle Trance here. See if we can get Offering. Yes. Okay. I'm going to hit Offering here, and we're off to the races. We're going to do Impervious. We're going to Entrench. And then we're going to Body Slam one of these cultists. So it gains 3 strength per turn. It's what the ritual that's doing. See, the Awakened One is their god. See, there's lore here. Yeah, let's double tap. Right? And we'll, rampage there. Let's shrug it off. Oh, I thought I could do another... See, I'm playing lazy now. Nunchaku's about to activate. This epic music, and I'm just like, I have 5,000 block. Okay. Cleave. Clothesline. Entrench. I'm gonna keep my block ridiculously high. We're not gonna... It's not even gonna sniff any damage against us. Okay, let's do double tap. Bash. Why not? $15 damage. Okay. Gonna rampage again. Let's shrug it off. Entrench and body slam down to 12 HP. This dagger, by the way, that's stuck inside the Awakened One here, it's actually an item that you can get in the game called a ritual dagger. Very fun. I'm going to entrench and we'll bash. Grrr. Now what's it gonna do? Well, now it's awakened. Now it's got 300 HP again. However, it doesn't have the effect that it gains strength whenever you play a power card. Now it's just going to do a ton of damage. Or so it thinks. Well, rampage, entrench, shrug it off, body slam? No. Battle trance? Body slam? Okay. It's important to note that most Slay the Spire runs don't go like this, where you just like are basically enacting a power fantasy and you just completely annihilate them. But also most Slay the Spire runs aren't an hour and a half where you're explaining things as you go along too. So, oh, the thump, the thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the Spire? The source of this evil? You ready your blade? You deal 728 damage. That's my score for this run. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Are your mightiest attacks not enough? You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel that you have dealt a total of 65,919 damage to the heart. A total of 14 billion damage has been dealt by all who have challenged it. The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades. You collapse. Victory? Ascension unlocked. So, Ascension is the higher difficulty. There's 20 Ascension levels. Each level makes the game harder. The first I've gotten is Ascension 17, but I haven't like sat there and really grinded it out or anything. It's not like I'm hard stuck at 17. It's just it just takes a long time to get through those, right? So many things have to go right. All right, so this gives you some stats, and we've also unlocked some cards. So these are cards unlocked. They were not available on this run, but they will be available on the next run. So these are all for a strength build, which was not really possible in the run that I just had. But strength build is very fun. You can use limit break to double your strength, just like entrench doubles your block. If you upgrade it, you don't exhaust it, so you can just use it repeatedly. So you can have like 200 strength, and then like your strikes will do 206 damage apiece. It's really fun. Heavy blade is great for it, you know. So there's different like builds that you can go through. We also have a new character, which I'll be playing in the next video. This is actually my favorite of all the playable characters. It's called the Silent. And the Silent has a very different play style to the Ironclad. Oh. What is this? I know what it is, but... So next video, we'll check out the Silent. The Silent is more of a tactical, sneaky, stealthy, you know, I'm gonna throw daggers at you from afar type of character, whereas the Ironclad is like, I'm gonna hit you with my big sword. But I really like the Silent. It's my favorite character to play, so I'm really looking forward to playing them in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you if you've never seen this game before, if this is your first time watching, if you're interested in what you've seen. I mean, I think this is a great game. It's probably my favorite roguelike, and I say that as someone who holds Dead Cells in very high esteem. As well as Rogue Legacy and many others. But yeah, it's just the cards, the deck building. It's just so much fun. I am very much looking forward to the second game, like I said, so this is kind of whetting my appetite a little bit, and I'm planning on making at least 4 or 5 videos on Slay the Spire, but I'm probably not going to like spam your feeds with it or anything, unless it does really, really well and you guys are really, really like, this is great. I'd be fine with doing, you know, Ascension levels and stuff like that, but I'm probably going to do 1 run per character, and then I'll do... you know, 1 run where you fight the actual final boss, which could be kind of fun to just see that all together. All right, well, yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought. Would love to hear if this is your first time seeing this game, first time experiencing it, or like if you have renewed interest, or maybe you're a Slay the Spire veteran and you want to critique all the misplays I made, in which case I don't care about that so much. Looking for enthusiasm, not nitpicking minutia. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Think critically.